guys, so I'm here to do love reading for Gemini for May 2018. Y'all are going to get an extra card this month. This is the Enchanted Map Oracle. Sorry to look at my box. I'm going to go ahead and pull this card first and get it out the way. And then start with the actual spread. Okay. Let's see what we have for you, Gemini. Last shuffle. Holy moly. Okay. So let's see. I'm going to put this over here. Sorry. Okay. Let's see. Hopefully y'all can see really good. Ride the wave. Solitude. So basically this is just saying, so anything that's going to come up or that does come up, just ride it out. Don't make any, sudden action. For some of you, you will need to take action, but there's going to be some of you that you need to just ride the wave. Don't take any action. So solitude, kind of like the hermit, it may be a good time for you to, just be by yourself, be alone, making a choice. So need to choose, in between two or, more things. Spirit of place. So maybe needing to just go home, maybe needing to go back to where you really connect. Movement. So some of you may be moving. Some of you may need to move from the place that you are at. Not necessarily home, but situation-wise. Come together. It's such a beautiful card. So some of you may be needing to rekindle things with the partner you are currently with your husband, your wife, your boyfriend, your girlfriend. Or even, maybe I'm not sure where it's going, but these could also be just completely on their own and may not even go with, the actual spread. Your message may be in here instead of in there. Maybe just let someone in. You could have already met someone and, need to just to come together. It could be, really beneficial for you. So goblins, I've never seen this card and I'm not quite sure what it even is pertaining to. So I will have to read the book on that one. Golden Palace. That one again I'll have to read on that one. Home. So, like I said, maybe to just be to go home, find, your peace, and find, what you really spiritually connect with, maybe. One Ring Circus. So maybe being alone. I'm not sure with that one either. So I'm going to pause it. I'm going to get the book and then I'll read these. I'll be right back. Okay. I have used this deck several times, but there's just certain cards that don't really come up very often or ever. Okay, So let's see. Okay. So basically, in the upright position, it says that you're born to wander and something essential is lost in the experience. Okay, it says, let's see, so basically, from this point, as you forget your wholeness, they remain with you in the shadows. They remind you of what brought them into being. By mimicking your own voice, tricking you into believing that you're unworthy, victimized, and unlovable. They hold you hostage through low self-worth and the feeling that you're lacking what you need. It says, if the goblins pay you a visit, know that they represent the shadow of your own self or someone else's. It says that if the goblin card appears, this is an opportunity for growth, however, and a signal that you must love yourself. No human is flawless. Within you is a spark of the divine. Ask Spirit to help heal you. Miracles can and do happen. Let go of the negativity. So that is, a really good card. Just remember, it may be time for you to work on your shadow self. Let's see. 15. I'll go ahead and do this one. So basically it's a representation of good fortune, abundance, fulfillment, wealth, and prosperity. It also speaks that need to be authentic to authentically live your life. It says basically make sure not to be greedy. Receiving this card does indicate material gain and tangible rewards, but things come and go, and knowing your true value leads to even greater riches. Share the wealth. So basically, this is basically saying that, you could be getting some material gains, whether it be, through your job, your career, or even the person that you're with. Could be inheritance. Just remember, things come and go that, I'm sorry, I'm trying to think of how to word it. Basically, things come and go that, things are always changing and moving, and not to get stuck in that, not to be greedy. If someone needs your help and you have the extra to help them, then take that time and help. If you don't have the extra and you're going to hurt your own self, then it may not be a good idea to try to help them. But if you do have a little extra, and even if it's not what they, all they need or what they need, anything that you can do to help is always a wonderful thing to do. So, this is basically an independence card. Having self-reliance is important. Recognizing your own wisdom. Another aspect is to consider is to create and maintain clear boundaries between yourself and others, but all at the same time not being disconnected from a partnership. So basically that's all it is talking about, is having healthy boundaries and, you know, knowing that you can go at it alone, but that you don't have to, and being in an independent partnership is always, you know, mutually can't think of the word, but it's always mutually it goes, you know, it's important for both people, you know, but also remembering that, you know, setting your boundaries and sticking to them, but even with having boundaries, to still not completely put up a wall to where, you know, you push people away. So, okay. So let's get started because it is already running really long. Trying to keep them relatively short. Okay. Just remember that not all of this or any of it may not even resonate with you, and that time is fluid, so you may be anywhere in the spread. And just check out your sun, moon, and rising signs. If it doesn't resonate and you would like a personal reading, I'm going to leave some information in the description box for that. Hopefully soon I'm going to try to start doing some live readings here on YouTube. And on Instagram I do free personal readings all the time. They're recorded and you'll get a private link to the video. Okay, so right off the bat, you have, okay, so the High Priestess in reverse, the Five of Earth in reverse, which actually is good because the Five of Earth, you know, can represent feeling left out in the cold. Seven of Fire, I don't remember if I said, this is the renewal, and it's in reverse. So the only one in the upright is the Seven of Fire. Okay, so High Priestess could represent, I'm going to go ahead and turn them. And I'll remember. Okay, so some secrets may be coming out, not being very patient, not listening to your intuition, not considering things really carefully before you make decisions and you act on them. Kind of acting maybe impulsively. Okay, the Five of Earth. So you may not be willing to accept help from others, may not be willing to work with others right now. I don't really see it as being, you know, feeling left out in the cold. But you could be worried about possibly, losing your job. So maybe you had a romantic relationship with someone that you work with, and you're worried that's going to come out and you may lose your job. So renewal was in reverse as well. So you're needing to move on from a particular situation, but you're not moving on. You're not going in a new direction that you need to. So in the upright, you would be, looking at everything and reevaluating everything and moving in a more positive and new, better direction. But with it in the reverse, you're not looking at things. You're not moving forward. 7 of Fire. So you may be being stubborn right now. You may be, standing your ground and, kind of putting your foot down and telling people, this is how I believe, this is the decisions that I made, and I'm sticking to them. So you may be being kind of stubborn right now. So let's see where this is going. This is a love reading, but it may not have anything to do with love. So let's take a look and see. Okay, so you got the 9 of Pentacles. So you may be currently single at this time, and you may be needing to move forward with, with a relationship, and you're not willing to move forward. But let's move on, and we'll keep going. Okay, so the 10 of Swords. So you may be feeling really betrayed and really stabbed in the back and by somebody. I'm going to go ahead and get some further clarification for the 10 of Swords. Okay, I'm just going to acknowledge. Okay, so the 9 of Swords, the 3 of Wands, the Strength card, and the 2 of Wands. And then the 10 of Pentacles also came out. So this could be about your family, in the sense of your brother, sister, aunts, uncles, parents, stuff like that. It could be regarding your inheritance. You kind of maybe feeling like you got gypped, or if you enter a certain romantic situation that you're going to be cut out. This could be with your current partner, romantic partner you're with right now. You could just be feeling really weighed down and really stabbed in the back, betrayed, up all night worrying, a lot of anxiety. You have the 2 and the 3 of Wands. So a decision is needing to be made. And you could be turning your back on someone and just having the strength to do it and go through with what you know that you need to do, because you do have the High Priestess. So you know what you need to do. You're just not listening to your intuition. Okay, so I'm going to, like I said, I wasn't going to take those, but I'm going to get some further clarification for the Ten of Swords. I do acknowledge them. And if they do come back out, then I know that they were meant to be out. And then sometimes it's just, 1 second, please. Okay, so, sorry. I do it, like I said, I do acknowledge them. It could be, that if they come back out, then they were meant to come back out or be out. And if not, then it could be, something that is needed to be shared for, just maybe one, person in particular. So what came out was the Two of Cups. So this definitely could be a soulmate twin flame relationship that, you're just not seeing eye to eye, and at this time. You could be, just not getting along. You could have, I don't necessarily see a third party, but there could, in the past, that there could have been something that was done or said, that made you feel like that. So let's go ahead and clarify the Five of Earth in reverse. Okay, so the King of Wands. So it could be a fire sign that you're involved with. Okay, so two come out. So the Two of Pentacles, the Two of Wands and the Six of Pentacles. So definitely there could be or have been a third party situation and needing to make a decision about it, needing to, maybe pick which person that you would like to be with. Maybe you're just talking, to two different people or more than two different people and just needing to make a decision on which way to go. This one also could represent, needing to stay single or needing to become single. Okay, so let's do the Seven of Fire.